Well, I'll try this again. I'm telling you what, I've never seen so many camera malfunctions in all my life. Shot a video a while ago talking about this fan. And when I went to play it back, it said corrupted file. I don't know what's going on. But old and crackadated, and everything's crackadated, and I have lost my remote control out of there, and I hope those puppies don't have it, or it is history. Well, this fan, the X10, it's got a half a dozen different names, but you can just go by the looks of it. When you go on Amazon, it's $24, I believe. But it's got a built-in light with 3 brightness settings, and then it's got a fan. Might be able to pick that up on the microphone. A 3-speed fan, and it has got some power. It also has a hook on it that you can hang it up. You can turn it where it hangs pretty straight. It'll rotate 180 degrees. But I've had one like this for a couple of years, and I've used it in my cot tent and in that shower tent. All the other little tents I've camped in that I never did do any videos in. But I think it's supposed to last 24 hours now. I don't know if that's just the light for 24 hours on the lowest setting or the fan. But I've run it all night long, the one I've got. When I did the 7 puppy count. Ooh. And I set it up on top of that golf bag protector, and I keep all my equipment in, but I set it up on top of that, and you can cock it down like that and it'll sit level or slightly forward. But I set it up in the window on that case, and it was 80 degrees at 10 o'clock that night. But it kept me comfortable all night. I just ran it on low speed. That way it drew the cooler air in as it was cooling down outside. I sure miss all my 3 puppies that are gone, especially that gentle little Penny. But I'm having a good time with little Ben and Betsy Bug. And Betsy Bug will crawl up on my belly and lay down, and she's just sweet as she could be. And I am so sleepy. I came up here and that air conditioner was on 88 degrees again. I was sitting here waiting for it to cool down. All of a sudden I thought, there's no cool air. It's back on 88 degrees again. I don't know what's wrong with that thing. I've got another air conditioner downstairs in the bedroom that it went into that timing situation, so it only runs at a certain time of the day. And you can't turn it on early enough for it to keep the house down there cool, it turns on in the late afternoon. These electronic controls on the air conditioner are as bad as electronics on cars. This is 2 air conditioners with those eco settings on them. I guess what they really mean by eco is they're not going to run, so they're not going to use any electricity. And in the meantime, you die from a heat stroke. Well, yeah, I shot that video a while ago, did what I wanted to do on it, and it just 3 minutes and something, and not a bit of it would play. What it shows on the icon on the screen is a broken piece of film, a corrupt file. Oh, yeah. That's my kind of luck, though. But I've been up here playing the guitar a little. And of course the amp is not going to turn on as usual. It's got a problem with the power plug on the back of it. Well, I guess that's out. I had a cat that decided to initiate my amp and watered the top of it, and the power plug that goes in the back is not making contact for some reason. Well, that's my luck. And I'm really tired tonight. Well, I'm hoping to put some music on the end of this video, and I'm hoping it's actually making video this time. Old and crackadated if it can. It will, and it already has. Well, I got a new amp today. It's a Blackstar 40 IE4V. problem is every time I move positions, once I get in a position where I can play, if I ever move, this elbow just locks my fingers up. That bee sting really did a number on my elbow last week. I just want to put that little short piece on there. I'll try again when I get this elbow exercised out, and I've got to find a way to sit that can keep that elbow where I can have the guitar over here, which is the way I had it a while ago. I had it what a difference that made, just being able to get the elbow at a little different angle. I'm getting a little more control of this hand with the pick, and that's one advantage with an electric guitar, where you can actually rest your hand right here. I like this little Black Star amp. I finally got my 10-watt amp working. I had it downstairs, and that cantankerous little cat decided to water the top of it, and it corroded the socket for the guitar lead. And I really love this beautiful piece of artwork here. This is a fine made guitar, and it was made in Vietnam. There's a lot of good guitars coming out of Vietnam. They were really good wood craftsmen. You can see a whole lot of intricate carvings that they had done when I was there in Vietnam. They would have stuff for sale, stuff they had carved, and I'm telling you what, gorgeous wood product. But I think they learned something from us soldiers being there that they should have learned a long time ago, is that if you leave people alone and let them do their work, whatever they want to do that they're good at, they will start producing. They'll enjoy themselves. Our government's getting so repressive that they've killed incentive to do anything. Leave people alone. Let them build stuff and sell stuff. Let the commerce they create take care of the government. Instead of the government trying to tell commerce what to do. When people are left alone to their own devices, they will go forward and discover new things and get some stuff done. Oh, I am so hot today. I put this shirt back on mistakenly this afternoon and went down and fed the horses, and the humidity must be 97% and the temperature 92. Because I'm telling you what, the dogs are suffering and they're finding wet spots on the ground after the rain that came through. They'll scratch a place on the ground and lay down in the shade where it's cool. Oh, excuse me, I'm still sleepy. But this 40 watt amp really, it's got big enough speakers. It's got 6.5 inch speakers, and the reverbs on this thing are great. The chorus and tremolo. But I've got it in reverb right now. I think it's got two different kinds of reverbs. I think it's hall and spring reverb, if I'm not mistaken. But that's enough of this, but that I just wanted to show because I was able to play some a while ago, and I'm figuring out it's all about position to keep this elbow out of any strain, because if it gets at least a little pressure from bending or pushing, it's going to paralyze this hand completely. I experienced that a while ago when I was turned around the other way, and I was able to play really easy. Tried doing that a year ago. Wouldn't have worked. But this elbow is hurting something awful. I got stung right there. Or right there, but it was close enough on that joint that it really messed up the joint there. And the nerve is pinching bad. But the swelling is gone now. I love the sound of this guitar. These are CNC wound pickups, which puts the wire in exactly the right place every time. There's more consistency with it, but you don't have, like in the hand wound, you've got a certain voice that each individual pickup makes that is a little bit different because of maybe a little gap between some wires, or crossed over, or maybe built up too much on one end. But that's what adds character to pickups. Now, CNC wound, all of them will wind exactly the same, like they were winding electric motors. wonder if no, they're not they're not harmonic. It's just because I'm slapping the string and picking it up so much. They're pretty sensitive. Well, old and crackadated. I may put a little more with this later. I may even put a song, a cappella style, on here. I like to do those. And I finally found my microphone. It's a 55A. And I finally found it. But one of the wires was broke in the plug on the other end of it. I got to solder it back. I've redone the wire and put it on there. I just got to solder it. But I've been looking for that microphone for who knows how long, but I found it. It was in this box with something stacked on top of it, and I had turned this place upside down and had picked that box up, but I thought it had some shelf brackets in it, because that microphone's pretty heavy. But it turns out that was the microphone I've been looking for. So now I found it. Old and crackadated. And let's do a little different video.